One of the creepiest and weirdest conspiracy theories says that for the last 140 years or so, many of the most powerful men in the world, and it is only men, gather at this secret location to perform a ritual in front of a giant owl statue. The place is called Bohemian Grove, they say, and attendees include almost every former president, CEOs, any power player in society. They gather here once a year in front of the owl and the bonfire. But the weirdest and most chilling part of all of this is that it's totally true and not controversial. You can go to Wikipedia, just go look up Bohemian Grove. It's a known location. You can go there right now. It's all fenced off. It even includes a photo from one of the gatherings. This is from 1967. There's Ronald Reagan, Richard Nixon, all just sitting around the table. The ceremony they perform in front of the owl statue is called cremation of care, and the powerful people dress up in costumes. The giant owl statue is called the Owl Shrine, and it has speakers and audio equipment inside of it so that it can speak to them in a booming voice. One of the first meetings to discuss the Manhattan Project happened at Bohemian Grove. And yes, it's still in operation. Recent attendees include Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. This, by the way, is why I so strongly dislike fake conspiracy theories, because you don't need to make things up. Powerful people are weirdos.
And they ain't scared to let you know that they're weirdos. I didn't ever think Bohemian Grove was a secret because I remember there's a video where Alex Jones went to Bohemian Grove one time, one of their little ceremonies, and disrupted it. And I knew it wasn't a secret then because I was like, how the heck did he get it? Either he's a part of it or he crashed it. So yeah, I don't think it's a secret, man. It's a lot of stuff you can't believe. Like Alex Jones, you know, I used to be a follower of his, man, but then I was like, bro, you're getting into too many secret ceremonies. What is going on? I don't know though, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
I have a theory. What if life as we know it is one giant loop? As you see in a video, is of it zooming out from the Earth into the universe and the galaxies and everything like that. And we know that the smallest particle is an atom. So what if when you're zooming out, you're really zooming in? Because you're just one big, large body. But when you break you down to your cells on a molecular level, you just get this reality again. Look at this video. Like, isn't that what it looks like when they show the body? Like, look, watch this next part when they get out of, look at that. Nerves.
Yes.
Does that not look like nerves?
Yes.
How is that our universe? It
yes.
is us. We
are.
The universe.
Yes. We are the God that everybody claims to be talking about or claims that exists. And it does exist because you are that God. And it goes to different dimensions, right? If you know what a dimension is, right? If you're looking like at 5D is a dimension that you can look down on to something else, right? So if we're looking down into our cells, we would probably be looking in the 5D. So it's the same with us. And you see how when it was zooming out and it got to our solar system, the solar system looked like an atom, right? And it goes further out and it starts to look like nerves. And what if it can't go far? We can't go no further because we're not meant to. Just like our cells and different cells, they operate in their own consciousness. So they don't even know we exist as people. You feel what I'm saying? So I really believe that we are inside of another human or living organism. I really do. And what we call the universe is just a big mass amount of space made up of other cells, right? You know, just like in outer space, they got things called super cells. Like what? You think that's a coincidence that they would call it that? No. You think it's a coincidence that things in our body look like certain parts of the universe? No, it's not a coincidence. People better wake up. That's the real. That's the real. Life is supposed to be simple. We're not supposed to be trying to figure out how to get outside of Earth to go into space. We're not supposed to go into onto other planets. We're not supposed to. We're not. We were put here for a reason, and when this planet die, we die. Period. You have to accept that. But you have to understand that death is not the end. If the universe is as big as they say it is, and it's made up of what we're made up of, you have to understand cells continue to live. They die, but they come back. They break out, they multiply, and they come back, right? So you have to understand, man, life is as we know it, we don't know it. You just have to let it be what it is. That was a deep video, though. I liked it, though. Shout out to her.
The CIA knows when the world's going to end, and here's the proof. There's a CIA document that came out. It's called the Adam and Eve story. It basically explains how the world is going to end. Has it been true? Well, it makes sense. They say the world is going to end because the poles, North and South Pole, they shift every 12,000 to 15,000 years. And once they shift, it causes a giant apocalypse, big earthquakes, giant tsunamis. Once the apocalypse happens, we go right back to the Stone Age. So according to this information, the first humans similar to us existed around 10,000 years ago. We were in year 2000. So that means that we're at the year 12,000 right now. And now we see global warming, earthquakes, and so on. What's also mind-blowing is that in the book, it says that we are the 6th civilization that came out of the apocalypse. And that would also explain a lot because the Sahara Desert used to be green and the Antarctica used to have forests. So are we just in a constant loop? That's the exact thing the Bible was talking about, the massive fluid. Also, that's what probably happened to Atlantis. It would make sense for a city in the water if the water wasn't there before. So would you believe me if I told you that?
I can believe that though. That makes a lot of sense. You know, if you go back and you look at like ancient Egypt, bro, it was said that they had a lot of technology that was ahead of their time before it got destroyed, right? So like, what if anything that we're doing now is nothing new under the sun? Like all this technology, it may just be in a different form. And what if the race to outer space is to understand why civilization has to end? What if it's that, you know? I don't know, but I can believe it. I can believe that we're in a constant loop and that it starts over and over again. What y'all think?
You're not even ready to imagine the craziness we're in right now. Antarctica is the most mysterious continent in the world. A new theory is so crazy that it could completely change your perception of the Earth. According to this theory, Antarctica is not just a massive ice continent, but rather an enormous ice wall that surrounds all the continents. In 1992, a new world map was created, the Gleason map, which shows Antarctica encircling all our continents. This theory goes even further. Some believe that if we manage to cross this wall, we will encounter numerous other continents deliberately hidden from us by governments.
Now, do I believe that the world is so huge that we have not even discovered half of it? Like, I do believe that.
Is the world ending?
Oh my God. There's two. Oh, I got one. Oh!
There have been over 200
that was so
reports
fake.
of a fireball crossing the night sky in Scotland and Northern Ireland.
This is weird. You can't see it until I put the sunglasses. Can't see it without the sunglasses. They're gone.
And I'm not sure what this could be. I went ahead and slowed it down.
Seraphim. Cops. Cops.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Very good.
Yo, it's like that thing they showed on.
Oh, whoa. What is that?
It's like that tick.
Is the world ending?
I don't know, man. I'm still leaning towards Project Bluebeam. Strange. Oh, it's a real act. Oh, that mold thing, bro, it's an explanation. Logical too, but yeah, no.
Scariest conspiracy theories in the world that will seriously change your life. This shows a list of all the conspiracy theories in the world from the top, the most well-known, to the bottom, the darkest of the dark that will change your life. And welcome back, guys. Of course, as you know by now, in this series we're going from the top to the bottom, so I don't even know what part this is, but let's go. I don't like this one. I don't like it. This is solipsism. Genuinely, if you suffer from paranoia or anxiety or anything like that, just don't watch this. Like, I actually mean it this time. Right, so you are the only real person. Everyone around you is literally an NPC, so am I. Wait, what? This is what solipsism is, just have a little read. I believe that only one's mind is actually sure to exist, which is true. The scary thing about this is there is no way to prove or disprove this. Ever, ever, ever. So everything around you is fake, everybody around you is fake, only you are real. When you look at things, when you turn around, things just spawn in. But you are completely alone in this place, and everybody is just your brain's way of making you not feel so alone. Boom. Mind blown. See you in the next one.
Whoa, wow. That's deep.
This is the conspiracy theory Iceberg. If you haven't heard of it before, you need to watch this. It is a massive list of all the conspiracy theories in the world. There are 10 tiers, starting with the visible part of the iceberg, tier 1, that is the more well-known conspiracy theories that you may have heard of, with some things I've already covered, like lizard people and celebrity reincarnation. Then as you go down the iceberg into the dark sea, they're darker, scarier, and more dangerous. Tier 4 is called the point of no return, because that's where it gets scary, with conspiracy theories about the dangerous activities that are actually going on at the Denver airport and what's hidden behind the secret chamber at Mount Rushmore. And then you get to tier 10, the bottom of the abyss, with conspiracy theories that will absolutely change how you look at the world, with theories like God's ego death and planned extinction for humans. Crazy dark shit. I'm going to start covering all of them, or at least the best ones, and we know I make amazing conspiracy theory content, so you'll want to see this. If you see any on here that catch your eye, request it. Or if you see any on here that catch your eye, request it, and I will cover it in this new series called Patty Tries to Convince You of the Craziest Conspiracy Theories in the World. Make sure you hit follow, because you will not want to miss this.
Alright, someone explain this to me. You see these two...
They're all in weird clothes.
So what do you think is going on?
Okay, so basically...
So this is from your experience being there?
From our experience being there...
Were you sober at the time?
Yes. Once we saw it, and we're like... Because the staircase, you can see it from so far away, and then you see the pyramid, and you're like, something is going on here.
20 cars in the parking lot, no people.
There's a post office there, but there's only 10 people that live in the town.
There's a cop that lives there who went there to investigate what was going on and then
never left.
And never left.
Wow.
And then he lives there now.
What was in the contract?
It was just saying that we were there,
the exact time that we were at the center of the world.
And
that you were agreeing that was the center of the world?
Yeah.
So they're getting data?
And then we're like, can we film? And she's like, yeah.
And you only can say nice things.
You're not going to say anything bad, are you?
She like threatened us.
You have a sixth sense when it's a cult. You feel it in your body. We had to get the fuck out of there quickly. After we got locked in the pyramid, Joe, I said, hey, it's time to go, Mama. Get in the car. Mommy and Mama are leaving.
Everybody makes cults sound like something bad because it's not the norm. Like, those people over there doing their own thing. I don't think they out to hurt nobody, bro.
Here are some wild facts that I bet you didn't learn in history class. The first known photograph of a person was taken in 1838. It only happened because a man and his shoe shiner were the only people still enough on a busy street to show up in the 10-minute exposure. In 1937, two women wore shorts out in public for the first time. They drew a massive amount of male attention and even caused a car accident. The Great Pyramid of Giza was the tallest building in the world for nearly 4,000 years until the Lincoln Cathedral was built in 1311. When trains were first introduced in the US, women were afraid to ride in them. This is because many people believed that women's bodies were not designed to go 50 miles an hour, and that their uteruses would fly out of their bodies if they were accelerated to that speed.
Wow, that's crazy. I know it's a swastika, whatever it's called, but that's an ancient African symbol too. You can find it in Egypt. It's an Egyptian symbol.
Will most likely be dead in 11 months. Let me explain. A few days ago, NASA made a terrifying discovery during a night sky observation session, something that might signal the end of life on Earth as we know it. Just 3 days ago in Washington, NASA launched a telescope into space called the B-22X. This telescope was specifically designed to study the movement of meteorites and asteroids in space, to predict potential collisions with our planet. On September 27th, the B-22X identified something alarming. It calculated the trajectory of an asteroid set to hit Earth in 11 months. The impact date is projected to be September 2nd, 2024. Astronomers and scientists estimate there's a roughly 79% chance that the asteroid will strike the Earth's surface. The asteroid's size is estimated to be 4 miles in diameter, half the size of the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs, but still large enough to kill billions of people. I can't share where the asteroid will strike Earth, so if you want to see where the asteroid will hit, click on Share, then press More, and select Google Maps.
Oh crap.
If Area 51 was actually the gateway to the real world, and we were all living inside Area 51 without even knowing it, this idea might seem ludicrous, but it has been the subject of a theory increasingly discussed within online conspiracy communities. 9 months ago, a peculiar message emerged on an obscure internet forum, capturing my attention despite its relative invisibility in cyberspace. The responses to this message were even more unsettling, triggering a cascade of theories, sometimes whimsical, but often intriguing. Comments suggested that Area 51 was not simply a secret military base, but indeed the veil between our perceived reality and the outside world. The theories are as numerous as they are fanciful, but they all pose one crucial question. What if our reality is not what we think it is? For 4 months, I dove headfirst into the dark and often perplexing universe of conspiracy theories, sifting through the most popular hypotheses and developing my own theories. In-depth research was conducted, enigmatic data was gathered, specialists were consulted, and finally, a possible explanation emerged. An explanation that challenges preconceived ideas.
Yet he didn't tell us what it was.
So more and more, I'm seeing so many freaking videos of people talking about they feel like there is some weird shift going on in the world and how they feel like it's affecting their energy. So this creator right here, Nico of New York, really hit on something that exactly was what I was feeling. And I feel like a lot of us are feeling the same way.
I feel like time has sped up so much that there's not even 24 hours in a day anymore.
I can honestly say,
Wait,
I feel...
is that the dude's voice from what we just listened to? Because it sounds like it. I feel like time has sped up, like it doesn't even exist anymore.
Exactly. It's so weird. It doesn't feel like there's 24 hours in the day anymore. It feels like it's more like 16. And I know. People are going to be like, no, it's because you're older. And time seems to go by so much quicker when you're old. When you're younger, you don't even think about time. So it's not even like in your mindset. When you're a little kid and summer seems to last forever. No, I'm telling you, something is off with the time. I've seen videos of people talking about how their clocks are even different. And I literally said to my husband a month ago, I'm like, what the frick is going on with our clocks? Everything seems to be different. Even though I set it the same time, they change. My microwave clock, my stove clock, my coffee maker clock, I set them the same time, but somehow it always gets scrubbed and they turn out different. Nobody else in the house is touching it. And we're talking about drastically different times. It's so weird. Okay, and he also goes on to say this.
And sometimes I feel as though people's energy drains me whenever I go out because of how vastly different they are now. And I don't understand as though why that is, because it just seems as though that you have two different types of people. You have the people who are aware of what's going on and the shift in all the energy.
Right.
This is direct.
That is exactly how I've been feeling, because I haven't even been wanting to go out anymore because the energy of some people just seems to be so off, and I can't figure out why I'm feeling that way.
The other type of people that you have are the people who are unaware and they're just living their life normally. And I'm wondering, where do you fall on?
Okay, right? So, like, that's super weird. You have people who are totally unaware of the shift and are just walking around normally in their regular world, not worried about a thing or not even thinking about a thing. But what is that? Why? And I know that there are people who are becoming more awake, but why are there people who aren't? Is it because they are just stuck in this reality that's totally falling apart? Yeah, why are people stuck is because they don't want to know. Because I want to know. I want to know everything. I want to know all the creepy stuff. I want to know what's going on.
Let me say this right here. First of all, I noticed all of the change. Yes, time has sped up. I feel like it doesn't even exist anymore. Time really doesn't exist. And what people don't even understand is that with everything that's going on, with CERN taking peeks into other multiverses and all these different things right here, our universe will never be the same. Our world as we know it, our reality as we know it will never be the same.
There are giant corpses out there in the world turned to stone. And I get it, you're just gonna say this is a statue, then how about these random rock formations popping up in the world then? There are giant corpses.
You know, it's crazy. I've been having to say something after every video because it's crazy to me. People don't even realize that in ancient times, people were carving stone. They really were carving stone, bro. You look at the statues were made in Egypt. Look at the Aztecs and their statues. If it was rock, they were going to carve it.
The Hollywood viewing point is marked with a blood drop. And people still think it's a conspiracy. They rub it in our faces literally. Subliminal messages are everywhere. Share this to wake up a friend.
Who cares? I ain't in Hollywood.
You are being lied to because no one has ever been in space. There is a theory that suggests we have never explored space due to a transparent barrier surrounding our world. Beyond this barrier, there is no open space or vacuum, but rather water. It may all sound crazy, but in 1962, the U.S. government detonated a few nuclear bombs in the sky, allegedly to test the atmosphere's reaction to their explosion. So they want us to believe. However, some claim that they were actually attempting to see if they could break through this invisible barrier. Ironically, this program was called Operation Fishbowl. This theory is fueled by the observation that many have noticed stars appear to twinkle or shimmer through a liquid-like substance when viewed with the naked eye or through a camera. Rocket enthusiasts have also noted that the rockets we have launched seem to encounter an invisible ceiling, creating an effect similar to what one would observe in water.
Yeah, no, but I do believe that nobody's been out of space.
Weird conspiracy theory is in Despicable Me, you know the Minions? So the Minions are supposedly a representation. The Nazis would take these younger kids and would call them like Minions or Minion, something like that, something close to Minions.
Yeah.
And then there's a picture of these kids that were working with or for the Nazis. And they're all lined up and they're wearing like this suit, bro. It's super trippy. And it only has like a whole picture was taken and it was just like, these are the Minions. And that's where apparently like that's where it originated, the Minions from Despicable Me.
I don't know. That might be true. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know, man. Not even I can explain that one or attempt to, because that was weird as hell right there. I don't know if it's like a camera trick or what, man. You know, I do a lot of editing on my own videos, and I know about isolation. You can isolate a body and you can make it do, you can duplicate it and you can make it do different things. Like you can put two players in one spot that needed to be filled in, like it's a lot.
really cool or a little strange, but that's who you're doing business with, right? So.
What is this?
The truth hidden in plain sight.
So.
You can clone her.
That's awesome.
Oh my god.
Clone her.
Literally going to do some crazy voodoo shit that I want with. And I channel her. This is so special to me.
Consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes.
Now, I believe that. Yeah, I believe in rituals where people can take pieces of people's body / DNA and embody that person.
Is the Earth actually just a simulation? There is a theory that humans are actually way more advanced beings, living in higher dimensional worlds, and that the Earth is actually a training ground, being used to prepare us for the impending disaster in the real world. It says that once the training is completed, we will pass on from this world and join the fight for humanity, even though there are many examples of us living in a simulation. And you can watch the full video by clicking on the link in the description below. Why is no one asking the question?
Well, who knew this? Who found this out and came back and told everybody? I just don't understand, man. I know some people that can do that for real. Still weird though.
Never take a cold shower before going to sleep. If you ever smell popcorn in the wild, get out of there as fast as you can. Crazy facts that will blow your mind, part 27. If a whale swallows you whole, curl into a ball. This will make you smaller and prevent you from being torn to shreds. You can check if your phone activity is being monitored. Just click on Share, slide to the side, then select More. If any unknown app appears before your contacts, you should delete it immediately. If you're ever stuck in the jaws of an alligator, it will usually perform its death roll, which is where it rolls over repeatedly. This will tear off your limbs, so be ready for it and roll with it. By commenting, tears, with brackets and small letters, you will unlock a secret emoji from TikTok. If you've got a large wound and sanitary napkins around, wrap it up and tape it down. Comment "I can't," and let your autocorrect complete the sentence. Never take a cold shower.
Found another advanced world just outside of Antarctica. They don't want us going there. Once you understand, there's more land beyond Antarctica. What's another word for more? Extra. What's another word for land?
The sad part about this is those pictures are AI. We don't know this to be factual though.
The world is a stage.
And you know what's crazy even about this war that they got going on? Because I just feel like everything is fake. I just didn't understand why is social media letting these videos of these deceased babies or super injured babies be put on their platforms. It seems like they're trying to desensitize us. And I've been desensitized. I'm gonna be honest. I've been desensitized. I've seen so much of it. But it seems as if they're trying to desensitize us from this, or they want us to believe that something is going on to distract us, because what was happening while they were showing all these videos. So y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all think about that.
Family, let's make a good comparison. Look at this map. The inside of it looks exactly the same as what NASA has shown us. You see, America is over here, Africa is over here, Europe is over here, Russia is over here, Greenland over here, and over here the North Pole. And look, family, again, America, Africa, Europe, Russia, North Pole. Now we're comparing it with the one that is showing us the land beyond the ice wall. America, Africa, Europe, Asia, and again, the North Pole. Over here they call it Hyperborea. And look, family, all of them are showing land beyond the ice wall. Look, another one showing more land. And the map even shows that there are animals living on the other continents. Look, griffin. And here you see everything is gone. Where did all the land go, family?
You know what's crazy? And I'm done. I'm not even gonna say nothing after the next video. Unless it just provokes me so badly to say something. But anyway, what's crazy is that people don't even research. I don't know if it's called azimuthal or azimuthal projection.
Have you heard the crazy conspiracy theory that says every single time Beyonce begins one of her world tours, a massive music icon dies? This theory begins with the king of pop, Michael Jackson. Beyonce embarked on her I Am Sasha Fierce world tour starting in March 2009, and Michael Jackson died in June 2009. Right when Beyonce announced her The Miss Carter Show world tour in 2012, the queen of disco, Donna Summers, died. Then, right before embarking on that same world tour, queen of vocals, Whitney Houston, died. It gets crazier because in June 2014, when Beyonce and Jay-Z began their On the Run world tour, legend of soul music Bobby Womack died in June 2014. Literally right as Beyonce began her Formation world tour in April 2016, Prince died, also in April 2016. Right after Beyonce and Jay-Z began their On the Run 2 world tour in June 2018, Queen of Soul Aretha Franklin dies in August 2018. Seeing her pay tribute to a fallen music icon at each of her tours is getting a little bit eerie. And the craziest part is that fans were already predicting who was going to be next right when the Renaissance tour was announced. Before I tell you the most recent music icon on this list, make sure you follow so you finally know the craziest conspiracy theories about all your favorite celebrities and request who you want to see next. Beyonce began her Renaissance World Tour in May 2023, and Tina Turner died in May 2023. And right on cue,
Wow.
Beyonce paid tribute to her.
Wow. Okay. That stuff I don't believe is a coincidence, man, because I believe that there are, like I said, the cults that do blood sacrifices and rituals, man. So it ain't too far-fetched. But hey, if you like what you saw, make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Go join the Discord. It's free, bro. Send videos there that you want to see me react to, man. But until next time, folks.